Awesome. So we're recording, we're live. I think I haven't messed anything up yet, so we're doing good. So it's awesome to be on with each and every one of you tonight. I know for a lot of you, school's about to get started up, and there's a lot going on. But thanks for being on tonight. For those of you who don't have kids, congratulations, you still have a life. So good for you. But I don't want to take a ton of your time tonight, but I was talking with Sherry, and there's just so many new things going on, so many new products, so many new uh, things that It Works is throwing at us. And we just felt like it was important to kind of take a moment. And yes, it's awesome to talk about how to enroll. It's awesome to talk about, how to message, how to post your stories, all those things. But every now and then, especially in times like these, we need to stop and we need to really focus on kind of the new products that they've launched, the ones that they've revamped. And we're not going to go over all of them tonight, but we are going to go over some of the newer ones. And then you'll hear some product testimonials of people on our own team that these products have really made a difference for. And it'll blow your mind when I show you some of these before and after pictures. And then we're going to really talk about how to talk to customers and how to get them started off in the right way, in the right direction. And so let's just jump right in. We're going to talk about, I guess it's not the newest product now, but it was, I guess, a few days ago. But we are going to talk just celery for a moment. And to be honest with you, I hadn't done a lot of research about celery up until the point that we launched it. Then I started reading. And man, if you really look at the scientific research about what celery is doing for people, it's actually pretty mind-blowing. And so I just want to run you through first why celery. And so celery, if you haven't taken the time to just read a little bit on it, you really should, because it contains vitamin K, it contains vitamin B, vitamin B2, vitamin B6, vitamin A, vitamin C. It's a good source of folate and potassium, manganese, dietary fiber. Like the list goes on and on about what is all involved in celery, and who would have ever thought it? Because when I was growing up, it was like ants on a log, right? Celery, peanut butter with some raisins on top, all the way back to grade school. But if you really read into what kind of celery juicing is doing for people, I mean, there's just stories because of the potent antioxidants and the anti-inflammatories. People are like, they're seeing their allergies get better. They're getting relief from arthritis. Now, we can't make medical claims, so that's not what we're doing. I'm just simply restating what I've read regarding research. But even neurodegenerative diseases, there's been studies on that. There's been studies on cancer and high cholesterol and high blood pressure, cardiovascular health, fertility, ironically. There's been stories coming out from celery juicing where all these things have been positively impacted by simply juicing first thing in the morning. And so what you need to know about it is it's such a simple product. One, because the ingredients is pretty easy. It's just celery. It's organic celery, which is very important because obviously, if you know anything about juicing anything that has a pesticide or any type of non-organic chemical that was used to grow that product, it's going into your system. So it's very important that you understand that the celery that we're selling is top of the line. It's organic celery. It is fresh freeze-dried, which means that it keeps 97 to 99% of the water of the nutrients, because the water is extracted from it. So there's a lot of blogs out there that'll talk about like celery powder versus celery juice, and just know that the process, that actually the blogs haven't caught up to the research, but the way that It Works is doing it, it's actually holding in more nutrients than when they cut the stalk. And by the time it gets to the grocery store and by the time you juice it, there's a lot of nutrients that's being lost between the time that the stalk's cut and the time that it's actually being juiced. Well, the way that we are fresh freeze drying the celery, it's actually keeping 97 to 99% of the nutrients, the vitamins, the minerals, they remain all, the fibers, they remain all intact by the process that we're using. And so just know that we are not compromising anything when it comes to powder versus actual celery juice. So if you have a super green out there, make sure that you share, that you're probably going to get the question, why powder versus juicing? Just have the most confidence in knowing that we're not losing any nutrients. It's actually more nutrients than by the time you go to the grocery store, get them, come back, bring them back, especially if they keep them over days. You're losing nutrients every day, the longer that celery has been cut from the stalk. So just celery, we are having some awesome just reports of what's going on. Now, I'll be honest with you, like when you start the 30-day challenge, you're going to understand you will start a 30-day challenge, and you will get toxins flushed out, and you will feel the difference, if you will, once you get it in your system. But I guarantee if you will fight through, you will see some amazing results. And so with that, I think, like, I can tell you about results, but I think we really need to talk to someone on our team that has been using just celery. And so I'm going to bring on Sahara. And let's see, Sahara, you should be unmuted. So say hi to everyone.
Hey.
Awesome. Welcome tonight. So we were having our birthday party at, we were having for John Judah, and Mama Marcia just happened to tell me that I might need to see her before and after picture. And I could not believe it. So I'm going to pull it up here, and hopefully I don't mess this up too bad. Let me share my screen. So let's do this. Let me see if I open this. Okay, y'all are going to have to help me because I haven't done this in a long time. Can y'all see that? Okay, so Sahara. Okay, holy crud. Talk to me about what did you do? What products have you been taking? Like, how in the world did you get these types of results? Here's a side one. Let me see if I can. Okay, look at that. Sahara, talk to us. Like, this says products used, just celery and keto coffee. That's it.
Yeah, so I put the keto coffee on there just to be like honest. I've been doing the coffee for, I don't know, ever since it came out basically. But this before and after is literally just from adding in the celery. So like what you're seeing is exactly like a little over 2 weeks ago. And then obviously the after was just from a few days ago. So I do the coffee daily, but that has been just from adding the celery in every morning.
Okay, so you wake up in the morning and like just cup of water, cold cup of water, ice, like break it down for like those of us who either haven't ordered ours yet or been nervous, or we're doing it, but we want to make sure we're doing it exactly like you so we get good results.
Okay. So I actually heard that you weren't supposed to use ice. I don't know why, but I've just been doing a glass of cold water. I think I do about like 4 or 6 ounces because I just want to like chug it real quick, get it down, and then I will drink a few more ounces of water afterwards, and that's it. And I know like in the beginning I was super worried. Like before I started it, I was worried that I was going to be hungry throughout the day, or not throughout the day, but throughout the morning. I was worried that I was going to be like hungry, and because you have to wait 30 minutes before eating anything else or drinking your coffee. So I was concerned I was going to be like hangry and grumpy, but I've noticed that it's almost like I'm going almost like a full hour before I'm like, oh yeah, like I need to go drink my coffee now. Like I'm not starving. And I know there's not a lot of like calories or anything in the just celery, but it really does like kind of take the edge off. Like I don't feel super hungry first thing in the morning after drinking it.
Okay, so obviously, like, your gut health's getting better. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
you can tell an immediate difference from your before and after kudos to you for getting it corporate approved, because half the time
You.
I fail to do that. So good for you. Um, can you tell, like, physically anything, like obviously not externally, we see the before and after, it's like, holy moly, this is amazing, but like just any other benefits that you can tell? Because that's what I'm looking for too, is like, yes, I would love to shrink the gut and all that, but can you tell that it's giving you anything else as well?
Yeah, and so I did not take any before pictures of my skin because I was not expecting to have any sort of change on that. But after like I think right around the 2 week mark, I noticed that like my acne was clearing up, and I've had like hormonal acne ever since I had my youngest daughter 3.5 years ago. So like I started noticing like immediately like the bumps like along my skin were starting to disappear. And I was just like, I'm totally obsessed. Like all weekend long, my husband has probably heard it about 100 times. I'm like, look at it. Like I'm not wearing makeup. You can't tell. Look at it. Like just look. It's so cool. So that's probably been the other thing. And that's honestly better to me than the before and after you're seeing, because I'm just
Right.
like I'm so I mean, you can hide the stomach pretty easily. You can't really hide the acne as well.
Right.
So, yeah, the fact that my acne cleared up has been probably the best thing. And then I've also noticed just an overall like increase in energy throughout the day. Nothing like crazy. I do have 3 kids, so they drain it quite a bit, but a little bit more than normal.
That's awesome. So you do your celery right when you wake up. You wait 30 minutes before you do anything, and then do you just kind of wait until you're ready for your keto coffee? Like you don't like drink it right at 30 minutes or anything like that. It's just kind of like as you're ready to drink your coffee, you drink your
Yeah, so like the first couple days, I had set a timer because I was like, I know I'm gonna want my coffee in exactly 30 minutes. I need to know when my time's up.
coffee.
But like now, that especially now this week, my daughter started back to to first grade, and since she started back to school, I'll drink my celery in the morning, like as I'm getting them ready. And then I take my kids to school, and then I come home, and then I can kind of have my coffee and quiet. So I think right now it's probably been about like an hour to an hour and a half that I wait between having my celery and then having my keto coffee.
Okay, and any other diet changes, like any significant diet changes, or like are you intermittent fasting or anything like that?
No, and I just told Mama Marsha the other day, I was like, it was crazy because me and my husband went to a wedding on Saturday, and it was buffet style. So I ate way too much. There was a few glasses of wine, all so much pie and cake and all this stuff I shouldn't have eaten. But so Sunday morning, like I by all means should have felt like bloated and gross and like I mean not hungover, but I should have like felt like I had a hangover, but I didn't. Like I felt
Right.
fantastic. I didn't gain any weight. My stomach was still like slim and perfectly normal. It wasn't like I wasn't bloated from all of the carbs and awful things I ate the night before. And my diet has been about the same. Like I said, I've got 3 kids, so we kind of have a busy life. There's a lot of back and forth of driving school and doctor's appointments and all of that. So I wouldn't say I have a great diet. It's, I guess, like typical of like a mom on the go. There's a lot of Chick-fil-A and sometimes Goldfish and
See, and I
all of
think
that.
I
So
think
that's all the same.
and that's 90 something percent of America, right? Especially when you have 3 kids, it's utter survival. It's not like, you never feel like you're thriving, right? And
Right.
I think that for everyone on this Zoom tonight, like, I mean, those are your customers. Like, this is your customer
Mhm.
that's talking right now. Like, yes, you'll get the ones that, want to go on some type of diet, whether it's, low carb, whether it's keto, whether it's who knows what else. But like 9 out of 10 of your potentials are this mom right here, this friend right here, that life is busy and they don't have time to, go to the store and cook a meal with all organic and, have
Exactly.
27 pans and pots that are dirty by the end of their meal. Like, this is real life. And the fact that she's using 2 products, you see the before and after, she's on our team. Like, this is like what we should be so confident about in the products that we have to offer. And so, Sahara, thank you so much. I was like, I have to get this girl on here because this is like unbelievable. Like, I showed Sherry and she was like, oh man, I'm going to keep drinking mine. So we're all in on celery because of you. So
Thank you.
thank you for taking the time and sharing your testimony. That's amazing. So pumped
Thank
for you.
you.
Awesome. So that is just celery. And I mean, there you have it. Someone on our team that uses the product, you see a before and after. I mean, holy moly, unbelievable. And so let's move on to the products that were just announced this past Sunday. And, a lot of times we get a revamped product, but I mean, you look at the ingredients on Super Green and Super Red, and you will quickly understand that it is more than just a revamp of our typical greens. I mean, I love the fact that they split them up because it's the best of both worlds. I think you need both, but if you really look at what is in each and what they do, they can be marketed two completely different ways, and I think that's really, really awesome. And so let's start with the Super Greens. And then we'll go to the Super Reds. And so like a lot of you, maybe you're new on here, understand that like it works. I mean, I think almost all, if not all of our products, non-GMO, no artificial colors or flavors, soy-free. Most of them, I think now all of them, because they redid the new cleanse, are keto-friendly. So those who are living a low-carb lifestyle, like we have products for them. And I think the Super Greens, what's really cool is that, to put it in a nutshell, they took everything from land that is good and everything from sea, the aquatic plants, and they put them together. And I mean, literally, you have greens that are second to none. 30 nutrient-rich plants, minerals, and adaptogens. It's going to balance pH. It's going to help your digestion. I mean, let's face it, it has calcium, magnesium. Like, let's face it, none of us get the fruits and vegetables that we need on a daily basis. And this is the easiest way to do it. It's got the 30 nutrient-rich plants, but I think that one thing that's overlooked, because it's kind of in the fine print, it has 74 trace minerals. These coming from the ocean and different types of algae and seaweed and all these crazy things. Like I read that one of them, I can't remember which one, it's like from the shores of like Iceland, like, I mean, literally our greens, you can put them up to anyone else's greens, and they will be second to none. And so understand that the greens that we're getting, like, we need to be taking them. Like, if we're doing nothing else, like, we should be taking our greens, because the fact is we're not getting the fruits and vegetables that we need. So we know about the Super Greens a little bit more. So the one I want to switch to is the Super Reds. And this is what I'm really excited about, because a lot of the things that are in the greens, like, yes, the veggies from the sea and from the land. But when you throw your reds in there, you are basically getting these polyphenol antioxidants that are like legitimately going to make a difference in your life. I mean, especially if you're stressed, especially if a lot's going on in life, especially if you just, you constantly feel on edge, like, you will find that these Super Reds will fight that stress. It will support your brain function, your skin. It's going to really just kind of like infuse your body with vitamin A, vitamin C, B complex. And it's going to do it. And I can't wait to taste it, because I know, like, if you look at what's in it, it's going to taste awesome. Like the Super Red, like, I mean, there's kind of a joke, like, what's your favorite color, flavor of Kool-Aid? And everyone says red, right? Which isn't a flavor, which is really funny. But I think that this is what these Super Reds are going to be like. They are absolutely going to taste amazing. We're going to be able to mix them together. So you'll have like a cherry flavor with a berry. Honestly, what I'm pumped about is I can't wait to mix those Super Reds with my ketones. So it's going to be like a cherry lemonade. Really pumped about that. I mean, we have all these products that we can mix and we can match. And so you're getting your super greens, you're getting your super reds. And so it's going to be really, really exciting once we get to actually use those. I love the fact that they're on auto ship. If you are getting greens on auto ship, you're automatically going to start getting the super greens instead. And so really pumped about those. And so those are the three kind of newer products, but let's get into some other products. So what I want to do is I want to bring, let's bring my brother on here real quick because I want you to hear from him. Let me see. Are you under Stacy? Yeah. I think you're under Stacy, Joey. So let me see.
Yep.
Are you there?
Yes, sir.
All right. I got to
Hey, man. I'm pumped for those, the new greens.
I know. It's going to be awesome. The new flavor of the super greens is still berry, whoever's asking that. So, and I don't know about chocolate yet. I hope so. So, Joey, my brother.
Yes, sir.
From the same mother.
Sure.
Share with us your testimonial. I could tell how much weight you lost and all that, but I think that there's we have so many new people that join our team every month. We just take for granted everyone knows your story, but not everyone does know your story. So give us it in a nutshell and then really break it down for us, kind of what your routine has been with our products so that, you know, someone who wants to know exactly what you did understands it.
Absolutely. My name is Joey Alcala. I'm a pastor by vocation. And so we speak and we eat and then we travel and we speak and eat some more. And, you know, we just, that was kind of the lifestyle where we were at, go at a pretty fast pace. And so when Stacy started her business, we both really felt like, hey, something has to change. And if we're going to sell, it works. We want to get behind the product. But little did I know what that meant. Like I thought I knew, but when I started seeing the weight loss and the energy and the we always say that discipline bleeds, and when you're disciplined, it's going to bleed into other areas of your life, and that's what I saw happen with It Works and these products. And so I've kind of went on I'll just talk about a few, John. If you want me to jump into others, I can. But the big ones for me that I still take regularly is fat fighters for sure. I don't go a day without having my fat fighters at my biggest meal, even if it's not that big of a carb load. I also, greens is something that has been such a big help to detox and really help cut some of the nasty cravings of when you started cutting out food. And then I went for it was Thermo Fight, but now it's Thermo Fit, right? Thermo Fit X, yeah. And I now use Thermo Fit. I use Thermo Fight. Sorry, I use Fat Fighters and then greens. But I also threw the shake in there for a long time. I also use the wraps and the cleanse. I get awesome results on the wraps. And it's funny because I'll tell my buddies that, and they think it's fun in games until they see the results, and they're like, hey, how can I get some of that? So those are the ones that I did. The daily routine was important. It's just the consistency, and it really helped me crave the right foods. And then I really started getting a little bit more discipline in my eating. But this without working out of any. It was just nutrients. And so I lost about 45 to 50 pounds over a span, and it was pretty fast. And I remember standing on stage at a It Works conference, and I was told by the doctors doing a panel that you just gave your family, your wife, back about 20 years of your life. And for me, that was a game changer, and to be an example for my family, and then to continually allow that to help me in other areas as well. So those are the products that I took every day, and I'll continue. I love the cleanse and I love the wraps. We cleanse probably once a month, especially after camp season and travel, and then we'll wrap every once in a while. just to get, a Kickstarter and a boost. But I've been able to stay at my goal weight for, so many years. And for me, I was tired of the fluctuation, John, like you just like up and down and 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 20. And for the last, several years, I've been able to stay at my goal weight and really feel good and move forward too. You're muted. Sorry, bro.
All right, thanks. So walk us through your day, Joey, real quick. You wake up, what do you do all the way to the end of the night? When do you use your products?
Yeah, absolutely. So wake up in the morning. I drink about 16 to 24 ounces of cold water. Seeing Sahara's, and I hope I said your name right, but seeing her results, I need to get the celery going too, because that was awesome. But I just drink 16 to 24 ounces of water, go to my, and then I have greens. And then I'll make sure that I have my fat fighters in my bag and I'm hitting those up, at my biggest meal, which is usually at lunchtime for me. And then I'll take the Thermo Fight X. I'll take that at 10 and 2. I get it mixed up. I think of one thing. So I take it at 10 and 2, and that helps my metabolism and it helps the cravings as well. And I'm just, that's what helps me to continue to stay on track. It's been awesome.
And then do you do an intermittent fast?
Yeah, I do intermittent fast. Now we're doing keto a lot and I'm working out more. And so keto, I'm doing about anywhere from 12 to 16 hours intermittent fast after dinner, before breakfast. And so it's helped a lot. Low carb, very low carb, no sugar, no grains. And man, I feel great. It's been awesome.
That's awesome, bro. Thanks so much. I hope, did everyone see us before and after? I tried to share it. Everyone, okay. Awesome. Thanks, bro. I love you. Thanks for hopping on here.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to go straight to, Christy. I'm going to see if she's on here. So let me do that real quick. Let me find her. There you are. Christy, let me see if we can hear you.
Hello.
There you are. Hey, girl, how are you?
I'm good. Got all the kids down.
That a girl? That's a win. So
Yeah.
awesome. So we've talked to Sahara specifically about celery, little keto coffee, mom of 3. We've talked to my brother, pastor, traveling, busy, preaching, eating, low carb. But I wanted to specifically talk to you because you were at Diamond Retreat, and I was driving back from the hotel room, and I pulled into our neighborhood, and you were already on like a jog at I can't even remember what time. I was half asleep. And then I was looking, and I expected to see all the rest of the Diamonds and Above just, following along, but I didn't see anyone. You were the only one out there.
Hey, they would have been out there leading, but they just didn't bring their tennis shoes.
Oh, yeah.
They would have. They told me. I'm for real.
They forgot those, huh? So, yeah, Billy just said I didn't bring my shoes.
Yes.
That is so funny. No, but I want you to focus real quick. You're active. You're a runner. You do marathons. And a lot of us, we run into potentials that they love to work out, whether it's CrossFit, whether it's just running, whether it's lifting weights. And so I really want you to just kind of walk us through what products do you talk about specifically, 2 or 3, whatever you're comfortable with, that you always promote for people that are active working out, whether it's running, CrossFit, lifting weights, etc.
Okay, so what I run into a lot is because of the circle that I'm in, like you said, it's very active, is it's not really about weight loss. So what I like to talk about, the 3 that I use pretty much on the daily ever since BFF came out, is Keto Coffee, BFF, and Keto Energy. And Keto Energy is actually the first product that I fell in love with, because when running, I need something that's portable, that's easy. And when you run, a lot of times you might have a pouch or something. And so that fits in there. I can open it, just pour it in my mouth when I'm running. You don't even have to have water. And so I can do that right before I hit a water station, just get a quick swig to wash it down. And I use that when I run all the time. Then the keto coffee is great. And I love the pods and the packets, but I do intermittent fasting, and coffee, technically, if it's not straight coffee, would break that. But I'll go from like 9 o'clock at night. The next morning, I'll have my keto coffee at like 6, 7, whatever. After I take the kids to school, I'll go for a run. And I don't eat before I run. And then I'll lift. And the first thing I eat is usually what I've started doing since BFF came out is BFF with another packet of keto coffee. And so then that gives me that feeling of fullness. It gives me energy. I've got 4 kids. You know, I've got this business. I've got a couple other businesses. So I need something that's quick and easy. So I like to talk to my friends about that because they're on the go also. So they're hitting the gym, you know, in between work. They've got kids. I mix the BFF. I see Tracy's question. I mix it cold because it's summer. I haven't tried it hot yet. I might try that in the winter, but I always do it cold. I'll do it in my Ninja with ice, but it's also just really good just mixed in water.
That's awesome. So I love that because honestly, we ordered BFF, and I haven't used BFF probably as much as I probably should. But I love that you use it after workout, correct?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
will you tell us why that's important to you?
Well, for me, after I work out, I am starving. And especially like this summer, it's been different because the kids are home. So after we come home from the gym, they're eating like mac and cheese, goldfish. We pick up Chick-fil-A, and I'm like, give me the waffle fries. But no, I'm not going to do it, you know? And so it's really important for me after because it is so quick and because it does help me meet my macros. Sometimes I'll even mix it with my protein, but it's something that keeps me on track with my macros, with my keto way of eating. And it does give that feeling of fullness, and it gives me that brain boost. It's got all those fats in it, and I'm not having to add in a bunch of stuff. And so it in itself is a meal.
No, that's awesome. And then I wanted to ask you this because I'm going to talk about this here as I'll probably talk for another 10, 15 more minutes as we really get into like how we package deals and stuff. But what about hydrate? Do you use hydrate?
Yes. Okay. So this is so funny. So the other day it was like 101. I was like, I've been in the car all day. I'm going to go for a run. I have my camel pack on. I run about 5 miles, and I was dying. Like the water just wasn't doing it. So I came home, and I even put it on one of my stories, I think on Facebook and Insta, was the hydrate. And that was sold out for a while, but I've got 2 bags coming. And because I just went through it, my boys love the hydrate. I mean, it is something that we use at my house because it is quick. And also, like, I don't know if y'all understand how hard it is to find products that don't have carbs, that have sugars that are approved, that don't spike your blood glucose levels. That's something that's really important for keto. So all of our products meet that, and I'm not having to worry about reading all the labels all the time. And then I can recommend it to people. What I tell people, it's great when people get stuck on, well, I don't do keto. Well, you don't have to. You don't have to do keto to use these products. Like, these products are still great solutions to have a healthy fat, to have energy without having to focus on ketones. And I'm not in keto. None of that matters. Like, you can use it if you're using a keto way of eating or not.
Yeah, that is like, thank you. That's like the perfect segue into what we're about to go to. And so thank you, Christy, for taking the time. I know it's hard to get the kids down, but I just really wanted to give a broad spectrum because I know that you're super active. And hearing from people like you, like another reason, like these are 3 people that we should, without reservation, be confident about what we're offering our customers, what we're offering our family members, what we're offering our friends. Like, these products are truly changing people's lives. And I think so many times we get so like maybe insecure about what we're putting before them, but we shouldn't. We should be confident in the product that we are providing because they're physically and physiologically changing people's lives. And so thanks, Christy, for taking the time tonight. Just excited to have you a part of the team. And so this is what I want to do. So you've heard from 3 different people all doing different things. The products work. But just this past week, me and Sherry, we always get like kind of the tougher questions sometimes because we've been around. And I think that one of the $1 million questions is like, we have all these products. Like, where do I even start? Like, how do I even, like, what do I post about? What do I pick? And it can be overwhelming. It's like, how many things like can I possibly drink in a given day? Like I'm drinking coffee and I'm drinking celery and I'm drinking greens and super reds. And then I'm going to drink some ketones and then I'm going to shoot, like there's all these things. It's like so many things. What in the world do I do? It can be overwhelming. And what I really want to do tonight is I want to simplify it for every one of us. I want us to really focus on how to be effective, because we do have a ton of really good products. But what we have to do, and the $1 million question you have to ask yourself is, which handful of these products has changed your life? And if you can't answer that, it's one of two things. You weren't consistent with the product, or or you haven't tried enough products that we have offered. It's one of those two things. So either like you don't want to run your auto ship, which is fine, but it's slowing down you finding the product that has changed your life. Like I can go through any ambassador on our team, any presidential on our team, any triple, any double, any diamond, and they will tell you, like if I say, what is your favorite product? They will tell you without hesitation what their favorite product is. If you don't have a favorite product, I can promise you this: you're not going to sell a lot of product. You're not going to get people to use it. Why? Because you've yet to become passionate about something that has affected you as an individual. When you become passionate about something that's changed your life, you begin to talk about it differently. You begin to act about it differently. When you go to a concert and it's really good, what's the first thing you do the next day? You tell like 50 people how good the concert was. When you eat a good meal, what do? You tell people, oh my gosh, I just had the best meal of my life. Why? Because it affected you in some way. It has to be like that with the product. So the first thing I want to do is, maybe you're brand new and you have no clue like where to start. What I want to do is, It Works put out this image, and I feel like it's such a good start for someone that might not be familiar with exactly like how to use some of the products that have just come out. And so I'm going to share my screen with you. And all of you should have seen this image at some point. But this is such a great way. When people say, I don't feel good, I want to lose some weight, what would you recommend? This is an amazing pack that you can offer instantly, and you can send them this image. And it's a system. It's so simple. So the first thing you're going to do when you wake up, you're going to take your just celery, 8 ounces of water, 8 to 16 ounces of water, powder, shake it up, stir it up, put it down, and you're going to wait 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, you're going to have your coffee. And guess what? We have keto coffee, which burns fat as well. And you can do it in the K-cups. You can do it in the packs. We don't care. Either one. They're both amazing. But then you're going to have that in place of your breakfast. And that's going to jumpstart their metabolism. It's going to get some good fats. It's going to get them ready to go. It's got the MCT oil, the collagen. It's going to help their skin. And then I know this says that right after keto coffee, drink greens and reds. Honestly, I'm going to wait a little bit between my coffee, and I'm probably going to have my super greens and super reds instead of drinking a Diet Coke or iced tea or whatever. I'm going to have my super greens and super reds with my lunch because who knows what I'm eating, but it probably isn't enough vegetables and it's probably not enough reds. So I'm going to throw those in together, and I'm going to have those with my lunch. And I guarantee you, if your customers will do this for 30 days, it is inevitable. They will feel better. They will have more energy. They will probably lose some around their waistline. Their digestive system will be better. Their gut health will be better. Their mental clarity will be better. Their energy will be better. And so like, if you're kind of in la la land and don't know what exactly to offer our customers right now, this is a perfect pack. Just celery, the greens and reds combo and keto coffee. And that is a good, hefty BV order that will jumpstart them. They will feel confident. You will feel confident in what you're offering them. And those are 3 really great products that you can package together. But there's so many other things that you can package together, but you have to find out what works for you. I think one of Sherry's favorite triple threats right now is going to be Super Green, Super Reds, Keto Coffee, and ThermoFight X. That is an amazing pack that you can put together that people are going to experience results. But if you're in La La Land, this is a perfect start for you to start talking to your customers. And you know what? You should be doing this every day. And I promise you are going to see some results from it. And so I think like that image, I just love that image. I can put it in the comments on the replay when we put this up. But I think that's one of the, many, many packages to put together. But I want to talk to you really quickly about something that me and Sherry have really been focusing on with our customers that I think will help you guys so much. With any product that we sell, we want people to have a quick win. How many times have you have a customer that, they're like, oh, I took this product, but I didn't feel anything different. I didn't see anything different. Like, put it in the comments. Like, we all have those customers. Like, they're negative people, probably half the time they didn't take, the products consistently. But let me tell you what me and Sherry Lynn have been doing to enhance instant results with our customers. So it doesn't matter if it's greens. It doesn't matter if it's keto coffee. It doesn't matter if it is a wrap. It doesn't matter if it's a package. Every customer that we sell a product to, they always ask us, is there anything else I need to do? Or what do I need to do? We started telling them from day one, what I want you to do? Every day, I need you to drink half your body weight in fluid ounces of water. And then have you ever thought about doing an intermittent fast? And we tell them what that is. And maybe you don't know what an intermittent fast is. We mentioned that numerous times. We say we want a 14 to 16 hour intermittent fast for the first week. So from dinner to morning. So what I want you to do. So if you're my customer, I'm going to say, these are the 2 things I want you to do with our greens. I want you to drink half your body weight in fluid ounces of water every day for 30 days. And then I want you to intermittent fast. So what that means is if you eat dinner at 7 o'clock, 12 hours, 7 o'clock p.m., 12 hours is 7 a.m., and we'll just say a 14-hour fast. I don't want you to have any food until 9 a.m. You can have our keto coffee if you want. You can have black coffee. You can have tea. But I want you to drink the water and do an intermittent fast. Guys, let me tell you, the results we're getting by consistently telling customers to do that with every one of our products, it's such a more positive experience. You know why? Because if you do those 2 things and don't take anything new, you're already going to see some results, but then you tack our product on top of doing those 2 things every day, you are going to see amazing. I was reading Charnay's comment, you are going to see amazing results by simply getting them started right. Diamond Empire, like, we have to start doing this. We have to start setting up our customers day one, because they're going to ask, I'm buying a product from you. What else do I need to do? You know what? Just drink this much water. So, if you're close with them, how much do you weigh? I weigh 120 pounds. Okay. I need you to drink 60 ounces of water every day. And then I need you to do a 14-hour fast. And they're going to gasp about the 14-hour fast, but most of them are sleeping 6 to 8 hours of that fast. They don't realize that. And if you do that and then take your keto coffee first thing in the morning, if you do that for 30 days, I guarantee you're going to see results. And they will. And so let's start setting up our customers the right way. Okay. And so I think that's something me and Sherry have implemented. We get a lot less complaints because people, if they're flushing out their system, if they're letting their body stay in natural ketosis, because we kick into ketosis when we're sleeping for longer periods of time, guess what? They're burning fat for a little longer every day. And then you throw on your keto coffee, you throw on your greens, you throw on whatever product that you've offered them, whatever package, and I guarantee you, they're going to see results. And so that's one thing we wanted to talk about. Set them up to win. If they get an early win, if they do that for 7 days, they're going to get an early win. I promise you that. And then they're more likely to stay with it. They're more likely to have a positive experience. Let me tell you another thing that we stopped doing. You will never hear the word keto come out of me and Sherry's mouth again. We have not used that term for probably 3 months now. Because let me tell you this, what is more appealing? If people say, do I have to do keto? Or let me say it like this. If I say, hey, have you heard of keto? Versus, hey, have you heard of people living a low carb lifestyle? What is less threatening? Like, I think a lot of us, we throw out that term keto because it's hot right now. And because it's a really cool diet. And I mean, it's changed my life. It's changed hundreds of people's lives that I know. But you know what's way less threatening is living a low carb lifestyle. And so when people ask, hey, what did you do, John? Oh, I just started living a low carb lifestyle. Because here's the thing about people who are doing keto. They're like CrossFit people. If you meet them for the first time, they're going to tell you that they do CrossFit within the first 10 seconds of you talking to them. Well, keto people are the same way. They're going to tell you, oh, I'm on keto. Well, if they're on keto, guess what you do? You talk about all the products that we have that are keto friendly. But you know what a lot of people are doing? Keto scares them because it's so, for whatever reason, it scares them. Maybe they're not disciplined. Maybe they don't want to be that disciplined. You know what? Hey, let's work on just a low carb lifestyle. What does that mean? Get rid of the sugar. Get rid of anything white breads, white rice, no processed foods, get rid of the chips and the popcorn and all that stuff. But let's go low carb lifestyle, focus on brown rice, focus on healthy grains, but then incorporate these products. And so I want us to be really careful. As much as I love keto, the fact is you are going to reach more customers by talking about a low carb lifestyle versus a keto lifestyle. The customer will tell you if they're all keto. I promise you. Most people, if we could just get them to even cut half their carbs and commit to drinking more water, an intermittent fast, and even cutting half their carbs, our customers are going to see time and time again weight just fall off over time. And I promise you, they're going to love our products. They're going to love the fact that we kept it simple day after day after day. And so really, when I think about selling packages, like, you have to find what is working for you. We have a ton of good products, but if you don't ever use BFF, don't post about BFF. If you don't ever, take ketones, don't talk keto. Like, if you're a Cheeto, like Estee's a Cheeto, like she's admitting, I'm not just calling her out, she just admitted it. If you're one of those people, you know what? Post about a low carb lifestyle. Post about the products that are changing your life. Even though keto coffee is called keto coffee is made to what? Fit a low carb lifestyle. You know what? It's intended to take place of breakfast. Like, let's just keep it simple. And then April, I saw you posted about hydrate, and that was the last thing I wanted to talk to you about. Do y'all realize how easy money hydrate is now that it's back in stock? Because here's the thing. If you have friends who are active, they're probably drinking a sports drink already. Like, that's an easy tack on. Oh, I want to try your keto coffee. Awesome. Would you like me to put in your order? Sure. Here's my information. Hey, I know that you're active. I know that you work out. I know you have 3 kids that play sports. Do they drink Gatorade, Powerade? Like, what do they drink? You know what? We have the best sports drink that has no weird stuff ever. Like, none. Like, it is the most pure form of Gatorade that is actually good for you and your kid ever. Would you like to try 1 bag? And I'll add it to your order. We should be asking that every stinking time. Just, especially if they have kids, because every kid's active. Every kid's doing like some kind of sport or anything. If there's so much as walking, it doesn't matter. I guarantee you, like, I have drank sports drinks all my life. Like, our Hydrate, you can feel a difference when you're working out, when you're done working out. It's absolutely phenomenal. And so we have to start asking the right questions to make the most out of our sale. You work so hard to get those potentials. Now you have to make the most of it. If their budget doesn't allow, they will tell you. But most people are coming to you looking for change. And if we aren't offering Hydrate as a sports drink replacement for the junk that like our kids are drinking today, we're missing out on easy money. And so you have to make sure that you know your customer, you know what they're up to, you know what their kids are up to, and we should just be offering that to everybody as an add-on. That's just easy BV, easy money, and they'll tell a difference. And the fact that they'll know that their kids are drinking something healthy, replenishing, everything they've sweated out, they're replenishing it through a healthy supplement. Like, do it. You have to do it, and make sure you're offering it to people. With the 18 and over, there are products. Yes, I mean, you probably don't want them taking certain supplements, but Hydrate is simply just liquid sodium. So, I mean, it's just pure liquid, healthy sodium. And so, like, I wouldn't worry about that one too much. I know that my girls drink it. I know so many kids that drink it, but I can guarantee you this. If they're drinking Gatorade, this is going to be way better for them than Gatorade. So it's a much healthy, much more healthy option. So tonight, guys, I know that this is so different than what we've done before, but I just wanted to kind of get back to the basics of all these products are amazing. I mean, you saw Sahara's before and afters, just using just celery and some keto coffee. Heard from my brother who lost 40 to 45 pounds. Heard from Christy, who's an active runner, and what she's using. And then just making it simple, in what the packages are. But I can't stress enough that you have to find products that you are passionate about. The reason that my wife is where she is in this company is because the rap got her back into her jeans after her first baby. That's why we're here. There was a product she was passionate about, and that product changed our lives. And now we have so many more products to offer, which is absolutely phenomenal. But it all started with becoming passionate about something. And that's what you post about. That's what you talk about, because you are going to draw the type of customer that you are. And always keep that in mind. And so with that, I want to end with a quote that I heard. It says that success doesn't merely happen. It's the result of relentless, proper actions taken over time. And so when it comes to your business, you aren't going to wake up tomorrow and be diamond or double or triple. It's not just going to happen. What it's going to be relentless, proper actions taken over time. When it comes to our products, you want to see a physical change in your own body, it's going to take relentless, proper actions taken over time. It's going to take discipline. It's going to take being consistent. So it all works hand in hand. Relentless, proper action in your business makes you successful. Relentless, proper actions in your health is going to make you healthy. And so I love you guys. We are almost halfway through August, which is absolutely insane. Go away from this encouraged about the products we have to offer, the fact that they're changing people's lives on our team. Underneath the replay, I'll put Sahara's before and after. I'll put Joey and mine's before and after. I didn't show mine, but I'll put it under there. But these products are changing lives. Be confident. Make sure you're always asking for that one more sell. I'll put the quote in the chat here. There you go. Make sure that when you get that customer in hand and you have their information, what are you going to offer them? Offer them one more thing. Offer them one more product. Hey, know what their goal is and say, hey, I know you want to try our greens, but do you drink coffee? hey, I know you want to try our greens. They're going to be great for you, but I noticed that you're a runner. You really need to try our hydrate. Would you want to try that this month? And if you don't want it next month, you can go in and you can change it. Make sure you're maximizing every sale for the BV for your promotion, but most importantly, because it's going to enhance their experience with our company and with the product. So I love you guys. I hope this was helpful tonight. Thank you to Sahara, to Joey, to Christy for being on tonight. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. But we love you guys. We're so proud of you. We're so humbled to just watch your journey. And let's go out there. Let's kill August. Let's go out there. People are getting back in school. I know the next 1 or 2 weeks, minds are going to be scattered and elsewhere, just trying to get the feet planted. But let me tell you, once those kids are in school and the dust is settled, let's hit it hard. We got new products coming out. We got new things coming. And let's finish 2019 with a bang, and let's get back in the groove. So I love you. You'll have a great night, and we will talk to you later.